Hardwood Hoops is back! Today is Wednesday, October 18th. We got a quick NBA preview for you today. A little recap of the NBA preseason as it wraps up at the end of this week. Yeah, the NBA season starts. Regular season starts next week. But I got some headlines for you in the NBA. Last week I told you that James Harden is expected to, practice with the 76ers. Well, every day, every second, he hates 76ers and Philadelphia more and more. He didn't show up for practice today or the last couple of days. Yeah, he's not happy down there. He keeps asking to get traded to the Clippers, basically. He was seen down in Houston earlier this week. Yeah, he's got a problem. And it ain't him. And then also the NBA Adam Silver, the All-Star break, how lately they've been doing team captains where they vote on the players. Well, apparently the ratings have been really terrible for NBA All-Star game, and he thinks that, let's just go back to tradition this year and do East versus West. I mean, they're not a big announcement yet, but they are thinking about doing East versus West for the All-Star this year. And then here are some big preseason games you need to watch some preseason. If you have nothing else to watch, you just want to watch formal NBA stars or, future NBA stars or formal college basketball stars, whatever. There are your big games to watch this week. Got the Sun versus Lakers, the Nuggets and Clippers, the Hawks and the 76ers, Spurs and Warriors, a few other ones. You can pull up the whole list on NBA website for the whole preseason. But let's break down the preseason. Obviously, the Stars are not playing the preseason. They probably are, but, not the full game. So, this gives us an early look at what the NBA will look like this year. But, again, things will change. The Raptors are number one in the East. Very likely could change. And as I'm looking at this, I noticed that the order of this, the highest is the longest name. The bottom is the shortest name. That's kind of funny. I wonder if the West is like that too. Anyway, Raptors, Warriors, undefeated. Yeah, they're okay. Celtics, Hawks, I think they're going to be the two main teams to watch in the East. Funny how the Bucks aren't on this list when I expect them to be back up there. And then let's look at the West right now. The Suns, yeah, I'm thinking they're going to be pretty good this year. The Jazz, yeah, I'm thinking they're going to be great. The Warriors, yeah, they're going to be back on top. They look really good. The Rockets, I think they'll pull off some big upsets, but I'm not expecting them to be at the top of the West this year, along with the Timberwolves. But, I can see right there, top three teams are undefeated in the West. So, I got to keep an eye on these two teams, Timberwolves and the Rockets. I think are definitely going to be teams to keep an eye on the NBA this season. Maybe they can pull off some big upsets and make a run at the playoff this year. So, that's kind of interesting. But, we're just a week away. October 24th. I think that's a Tuesday. Today is the 18th, 24th of Tuesday. So, next week, 6:30 on TNT, Lakers and Nuggets. This is the very first NBA regular season game. I think it's going to give you, people are going to watch it because mainly it's the first game people want to see is LeBron James still LeBron James. Basically. And the Nuggets, they're a rising star in the West right now. So, I think it's going to be a pretty entertaining game to watch. And then the other game later on that night, the Suns and the Warriors. This is probably going to be the big game, the biggest game of the week. Because the Suns, they had a chance last year. I got the pretty same roster. The Warriors, they've been the same team they have since, the beginning, basically. Still got the Splash Brothers, they still got things going. They look healthier more than ever. Warriors are going to be at the top of the conference once again, but are the Suns going to make some changes, pull off an upset? I don't know, we'll find out next Tuesday, 9 o'clock on TNT. But let's look at some college basketball headlines for you. Yeah, the Big 12 have released their schedule, or not really schedule, but their play-in schedule for when OU, Texas, and leave. And then they have Colorado, Utah, Arizona State, Cincinnati, BYU, UCF, and Houston. I think I'm forgetting one other team. Not sure. But, all those newcomers coming in, they're going to do 20 conference games for men, 18 for women, and they said they're going to stick with the conference tournament game in Kansas City through 2031. And in case you're wondering when college basketball is going to start, if you're already tired of the NBA, it will begin on November 6th. Yeah. There's really not any big games at all. I've already looked at the schedule for that day. I'm really not seeing any big high hopes. I mean, I thought there'd be at least a couple big games. Not really, but, this is really the only big game I could find. If it really is going to be big, it's all up to Kansas State and USC if they can make it a game. But, November 6th, 9 o'clock on TNT. Yeah, it's going to be on TNT. Who would have thought? Yeah, an NBA game, college basketball game on TNT, but, that's what they're, I think they'd be saved for the NBA, but, that's what, both of their, school schedules said that the network is going to be on, but it's the Hall of Fame game in Las Vegas, so, that's that, those preseason tournaments they do, but, that's that. Alright, the AP has released their preseason rankings, and we're going to take a look at the top 5 right now. Number 5, Mark Hughes. Number 4 is Michigan State. Number 3 is Purdue. Number 2 is Duke. And number 1 is Kansas. So, we're getting into basketball mode now, and I'll do a full breakdown of the preseason top 25 college basketball rankings on American Game Day on Saturday, and talk more about it in my show next week on Hardwood, who's going to do a full college basketball preseason next week. But the ones in parentheses are the first place votes. Yeah, Kansas obviously dominating first place. I think that's a little jinx right there, but we'll see how that turns out. Alright, let's check out Going Around the Network here on Busy Sports. Saturday, American Game Day. I got a good show planned. It's going to be good. I'm bringing back an old segment and Slater Report podcast, breaking it down, whatever happens. Crazy madness happened that week of college football on a Monday. And then down in distance, more recap of college football in the NFL Tuesday at 6. And then the Beta Bowl will be back October 25th at noon. Breaking down the CFP rankings. Alright, that's all going around the network here on Busy Sports. Don't forget to check out our website for the latest news, scores, stats, etc. Alright, that's all I have for you this week on Hardwood Hoops. I know it's a short episode. I just want to get a couple of big breaking news out that's basketball related, because I know I won't have time for it on American Game Day, because American Game Day, during college football season, I'm going to mainly focus on college football, so I need some time to talk about some basketball stuff. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week it's going to be a much longer show, I'll promise that.